Hello YouTube! Since I got my second custom shop Gibson, I feel like this lucky dude from Mexican salsa room. But what's going on, guys? I'm AndyPaul and you're watching Guitar Guru channel. Let us see if this Black Beauty is any better than standard Les Paul custom shop. And I hope this review will help you to choose your ideal Gibson Les Paul, which is not an easy task. As you could just hear, both guitars are absolute shredding machines. But first, let's talk VOS finish and aging process versus Murphy Lab. Let me explain what are pros and cons between them. So in terms of artificial aging and making guitar look old, both guitars look a little bit faded and old, although they are brand new. So this is where Murphy Lab steps in on that Black Beauty, and VOS Laboratory makes the artificial aging process on this particular standard Les Paul. What's the difference? So they look good both, right? But if you come closer to the finish and the actual paint, you can see it's slightly faded on VOS guitar, but there is no cracks in the finish, right? Absolutely no tear and wear. While on this Les Paul Custom, you can see cracks and scratches on the finish, and not only on the face but also on sides. You can probably see here, and even on the neck. Let me get, yeah, with this light you can see the entire neck is actually like that. And I did talk to Murphy Lab specialists and some famous guitarists, and they say it's not only done for cosmetical reasons, it's also important for the wooden parts of your guitar to breathe and move and resonate better. That's why vintage older guitars sound actually better over time. The luckier the actual finish cracks and your body starts moving and resonating better. On the other hand, and this is kind of funny, VOS Lab done much better job here on this standard Les Paul in terms of putting tear and wear on pickups, and not only on actual metal plates but also on screws and on a bridge and bridge stopper. You can see it has even artificial rust inside. You can probably see it. Let me get the light. Yeah, you see the rust? That is it. So all metal parts also look old, including screws and even this holder for a pick guard. You can see artificial rust. So it all naturally looks old. While if you compare it to Murphy Lab, they completely disregarded that part. And although they made some tear and wear on pickups, the actual screws look shiny and brand new. Same for the bridge and bridge stopper. So they look completely new, while the body of your guitar is actually cracked, as I showed you before. So in my opinion, Murphy Lab do way better job on actual finish and wooden parts, while all accessories are aged better with VOS. So basically VOS naturally looks better when it's artificially aged compared to Murphy Lab. Tell me in the comments if you have preference, VOS, Murphy Lab.
Now let's hear how these guitars perform when you play a guitar riff. Now you see that the choice is an illusion. It basically comes down to what color you prefer. And keep in mind that Black Beauty is gonna be slightly heavier. It's like half a pound heavier than standard due to special accessories that are used on this particular model and extra paint on all sides and backside of the neck. And ebony black wood is slightly heavier than Brazilian rosewood on a standard Gibson Les Paul. Now you know that contemporary custom shop guitars sound awesome, and it's very hard to tell one from another if you close your eyes. Gibson guitars are known for having a character, but it all disappears if you use an advanced amp simulation, guitar processing power. If you use something like a Fractal Audio FM9 that I'm using here, it will shine when you switch to analog if you use just your amp. Let me actually show you how clean sound is going to be different on these two guitars when I use just amplifier, no guitar processor. Let's check it out. In conclusion, if I could only have one of these Gibsons, I would pick Black Beauty. It has punchier and glossier sound, and it can pretty much replace Fender Telecaster or Stratocaster sound in clean. That is why. So basically, if I had only one guitar, I would pick this Black Beauty, which is a reissue of 1968 Gibson Les Paul Custom. But let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, bye.